Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for your kind association. Please accept my humble obeisances at your lotus feet. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki jai. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurudmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadādhara Shrivas Ādi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Let us continue our study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, text 30. Correct? Text 30. Those of you who have the hardbound Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is page 166. Lord Shri Krishna is speaking to his dear devotee and friend, Shri Arjun, and through Arjun, Shri Krishna is speaking to each and every one of us. Hare Krishna. In this third chapter, which is entitled Karma Yoga, Bhagwan Shri Krishna is saying in text 30, Mai sarvani karmani sannasya dhyatma chetasa nirasher nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigatachvaraha. In the previous verse, Shri Krishna said that we are not the only doer. There are the modes of material nature, there is Paramatma, there is Kal, which is time, many factors that affect our work. Therefore, we should do work for the satisfaction of the Supreme Person, and that is Shri Krishna. We should perform our duties in this material world as Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra without being attached. We should do it as a duty. And just like the materially attached people do their activities with great attachment, great possessiveness, we should do those activities but without attachment. Those who have their faith here and there, we should not unsettle them. We should not disturb them. Rather, we should understand that they are performing their duties in an attached way without any conception of Shri Krishna because they don't have proper knowledge. So, if possible, we can educate them, but we should not unsettle them, discourage them. Everybody can perform Krishna consciousness, Karma Yoga, from whatever level they are situated on. That brings us to text 30. Here, Lord Shri Krishna is saying, therefore, O Arjun, surrendering all your works unto me. See, my dear friends, please pay attention to the original shloka. Mai sarvani karmani sanyasya. Sanyasya means you give up completely all your activities to me, which means you hand over the reins of your chariot to me, or you give the steering wheel, the control to me. That is what Shri Krishna is saying. Mai sarvani karmani sannasya. You surrender all your activities to me. You devote all your activities to me. You dedicate all your activities to me. Shri Krishna is using the word mai. Mai means mujhe, unto me. You devote your activities to me. अपने सारे क्रियाएं मुझे समर्पित करो. Offer everything to Krishna. Do everything for Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna is directly saying here. He is not saying to some other god or to some abstract power. No, Krishna is directly saying Mai. Mai sarvani karmani. Sannasya. You devote all your activities unto me. Surrender all your works unto me with full knowledge of me. Adhyatma chetasa. Adhyatma chetasa means full spiritual knowledge. Adhyatma means spiritual. Atma, Adhyatma. Without desires for profit. Nirashir. Don't have any personal hopes, ambitions for profit. With no claims to proprietorship. Nirmamo. Mama means mine. Nirmama means giving up possessiveness, sense of proprietorship. I own this. Do your work, offering all your work to me. Mai sarvani karmani. All your work, not some work, not 10% of your work, not 20%. All your work you should do for me. Abhinav, if you are studying, 100% of your studies, your education is for Krishna. Nandini, if you are trying to get good grades, you are trying to do it to get glory, bring glory to Shri Krishna. Everything we do it for Krishna. There should be nothing that we do which is not for Krishna. Everything should be for Krishna. That is the standard. Shri Krishna is saying, Mai Sarvani Karmani. And this is possible. Kulashekar, can you give me one example? How this is possible? How in today's day and age you can devote your work to Shri Krishna? Tell us one example.
By offering whatever you get in service of Krishna.
Okay, so whatever you get, you try to offer it in the service of Krishna. If you, let's say, you get a prize in your cricket match, your team wins, then you can offer that trophy to Shri Krishna. Krishna, you are the ability in men. Paurusham Rishu, you are the ability in man. Because of your ability, our team won. So this is for you. Haribo. Mahatma, give another example. Don't copy your brother. Some other example of how you can use everything in Krishna's service. How you can devote every activity for Krishna. I ask you, Mahatma, why are you doing this? You should say, you should be able to explain how you are doing it for Krishna. Tell.
I think while doing the stuff, you can think about Krishna.
Okay, when you're doing some activity, you're thinking of Krishna. So because you're Krishna conscious, that activity can be offered to Krishna. Gaurav, can you give me some example as Gaurav Sharma in 2025? How you can say Mai Sarvani Karmani? If Krishna asks you, are you doing this for me? How you can say yes?
I can set a good example by if I do a good job and if I'm diligent in what I do, and I can set a good example for others.
By setting a good example. Good, very good. Because remember, last class or a few classes ago, we discussed one verse, Yad yad acharati shreshthas, tattad eve tarojana, sayat pramanam kurute, lokastad anuvartate. Who can raise their hand and explain the meaning of this shlok? We discussed it a couple of classes ago, I think. Yad yad acharati shreshthas. So that will substantiate Gaurav's point. Yes, Shampriya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. So, what the wise men do, the people follow, general people follow.
Okay, good. Stop. Good. Very good. Achyut Kishore Prabhu, second half. Sa yat pramanam kurute lokastat anuvartate.
So, like whatever example they set, common people will follow.
Very good. Sayat pramanam kurute. Whatever standard they set, then common people follow. If a Hollywood actor and actress or a Bollywood actor and actress has a live-in relationship, they're living together, enjoying, but they are not married, then it becomes a standard for the youth to do that. Then other people also do it. Hey, why are you doing? Hey, that hero, that heroine is doing like that. It becomes a trend. So what Gaurav is saying is, if we set the right example, if we do our work diligently, then that can become a standard, and they'll say, oh, that Gaurav, he's a devotee of Krishna. So then that becomes a glory for Krishna. So we can be trend setters out with all humility for Krishna, for Shri Krishna. Hmm? So Shri Krishna is saying that you surrender all the work to me, work for me. Mai sarvani karmani sannasya. And you cannot say that I am doing everything for Krishna and have no clue about Krishna. Krishna is saying adhyatma chetasa, which means we have to cultivate knowledge of Krishna. Premavali Mataji. If we want to say that I work for Krishna, then we should know about Krishna. If you work for certain company, then you should know about that company. Correct? Asha Mataji? You should know that the company makes which chocolate and which company makes what chocolate. This is Hershey's, that is some other company, M&M. So that we should have knowledge about our company. So if we say I am working for Krishna, then we should have knowledge of Krishna. Knowledge of Krishna means what is Krishna's greatness, what Krishna likes, and what Krishna does not approve. This we should know. Then we can say I am Krishna's employee. Hari Bol. Then Nirashir. Nirashir means we should not have any separate agenda from Krishna. Asha or Asha means our hopes, aspirations, desires. Nirashir means we have no separate agenda other than Krishna's mission. Nirmamo. And we don't claim proprietorship. This is my company. I am a self-made man. No. This is Krishna's company. I am made up of Krishna's mercy. Haribol. That is a much sweeter disposition than to say, let me show you what I have achieved. I came here with nothing. This is my rags to riches story. Take an interview. Self-aggrandizement. That is karta ahamiti manyate ahankara vimodhatma. Only a person who is bewildered by false ego can do like that. Today I was listening to a lecture by my Guru Maharaj that he gave few days after there was the 26/11 terrorist attack in Mumbai. And Maharaj was analyzing the psychology of the terrorists, where they are just walking into Chhatrapati Shivaji terminus khat, 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 with their AK-47 rifles. They are just shooting old people who cannot run, pregnant ladies, ladies with children. They are just returning home after a hard day work. Just gunning down people who are unarmed. Maharaj said, is that Kshatriya nature? Where you have AK-47, others are unarmed, and cut, 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 you're shooting them. Or you're going into some cafe, you're going into some hotel and just killing, shooting unarmed people. That is cowardice. That is not a show of strength. And Maharaj said they do this because they have a abundantly bloated false ego. False ego is that I follow certain religion. If you follow my religion, you are good. If you don't accept my religion, you are abominable, you are a fool, you are worth nothing, and I can kill you. That is the degree of their false ego when they indulge in religious fundamentalism. So there is a great psychology, a depraved psychology, a very, very sick psychology behind what the terrorists do. They are doing it out of excessive false ego, where they feel my religion is the greatest, my philosophy is the greatest, my thought process is the greatest, and I can trample upon all of you others who don't follow. So we have to become nirmama, nirashir. No separate agenda and nirmama. We don't claim possessiveness or credit for anything. And yudhyasva. Yudhyasva means you fight. Arjun has to fight in Kurukshetra, and we have to fight and struggle in our own ways, my dear friends. This life is a fight. And Bhagavad Gita tells us how we are supposed to work in this world. Krishna is saying you fight. Vigata jvara. Vigata means without. Without lethargy. Jvara means lethargy, complacency. You give up your complacency, give up your lethargy, and fight with enthusiasm and vigor. Because the moment we are told, you become nirmama, you give up sense of proprietorship. What is the immediate effect? We become discouraged in our work. Oh, then why should I work? Why should I work? I cannot claim credit. I cannot get glorification for this. You are saying do it for Krishna, then why should I do? That is the difference between public sector and private sector. Why people want to privatize everything? Airports, privatize them. If it is government, call, maybe not such a great example, but call AT&T and call USCIS. See the difference. A private company is more likely to respond to you than USCIS or any government agency. Why? Because they have no incentive to work. They have a fixed salary, whether they take care of 20 customers in 1 hour or they take care of 2 customers in 1 hour. They're going to get the same salary. There will be physicians also. We get a base salary and then we have got a bonus. If you work certain RVUs over and beyond a base, then for each RVU you get extra money. So I have interviewed at both types of employment structures where the physicians are on a fixed salary and they have no motivation. When a new admission comes, new patient comes, or they have too many patients on their list, they crib. And then when there is a RVU bonus built into their compensation model, then they welcome more patients, more the merrier. I'm getting more RVUs. I'm getting more money. I'm getting a bigger, fatter bonus. Hare Krishna. So Lord Krishna knows our mentality. The moment we are told you are a Krishna employee, you're a government employee, we will have no motivation. We will become communist. Communist mentality. No motivation. In communism, a neurosurgeon gets the same salary as the janitor in the hospital. Haribol. I know this because I had a friend who was an orthopedic surgeon in USSR, Russia. That time it was USSR, 1980s. And he came and stayed with us in Akola and he was operating in Akola in Maharashtra. And we asked why? Because there I don't get any money. Here I can come, operate, and make more money. Because communism, he said, I make the same salary as a janitor. Instead of being an orthopedic surgeon, I stand for 6 hours and operate, and I make the same money. So Krishna knows our mentality that we will get this communist government hospital, government servant mentality that I don't get any bonus, I cannot claim any proprietorship, so I will not work. Krishna knows that. Krishna says no. The greatest motivation should be that I am cooking for Krishna. I am working for Krishna. I am driving for Krishna. I am earning money for Krishna. Haribol. That should be the greatest motivation. Today I met one devotee. He flew in from Cincinnati. I will not take any name. And he came in a very simple rental car. $40-50 per day. I said, Prabhu, why such a simple car? He said, why waste Krishna's money, Prabhuji? I am just one person. I am going to use it for one day. Why get an expensive car? Small little Mitsubishi teeny tiny car. So this is the thing. It is not my money. Even though he can afford any car, but very nice quality. This great devotee happens to be related to someone whose name starts from N and who is in this call and who's doing like this. So this is called nirmama. We don't want to claim proprietorship. All the abilities coming from Krishna, ultimately everything belongs to Krishna. Tomorrow when I die, I can see now this house where I'm staying. 100 years ago, who did this land belong to? Did it belong to me 100 years ago, Shravan? This house, Poppy Mill Lane, where I am claiming this is my house. 100 years ago, this house didn't belong to me. 100 years from now, will it belong to me? In the end, there is a great song in Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhumi Geet, where Mother Earth sings this song. And she says, men are such fools. They are so puffed up. They just come, they build a house, and they say, this is my house, this is my land, this is my country, this is my territory. And they fight and they kill, they wage wars. And Mother Earth says, and guess what? They are all going to die and perish, and no one is going to care for this empire, this kingdom, this country. United States of America did not exist 600 years ago. And we don't know what will be there 600 years from now. Go back 100 years ago, there was something called as British Raj, British India. And then suddenly there was India, then there was separate Pakistan, then separate Bangladesh. And then when we were in school, there were 25 states. Now I think there are 30 states. You see, this Mother Earth laughs at us. You people are so vain. You think so much of yourself. You are so full of yourself. I am the proprietor. Mama, 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 mama. And you're going to die and perish, and into this earth you will go as ashes or as worm stool. And yet you claim you are so proud of yourself. Beautiful song called Bhumi Geet in Srimad Bhagavatam. Must read. So Lord Krishna is saying we should give up this mentality that I am the owner, I am the controller, and claim credit. At the same time, we should vigata jwara. We should give up complacency. We should give up lethargy and laziness, and we should work enthusiastically for Krishna. What is the greatest motivation to work? I am doing this work for Krishna. Hari Bol. Arav, if you are told you cook for Krishna or Krishna's pure representative, pasta. Isn't that a great motivation? That I'm cooking for a great personality? So similarly, for us, when we work, we should be greatly motivated, more motivated than the materialists, because materialists are doing it for themselves, but we are doing it for Krishna. So should we be more enthusiastic or less enthusiastic? How many of you feel more enthusiastic? Because we are doing it for Krishna. What greater motivation can there be? Hari Bol, we want to bring glory to Krishna. Hari Bol. 31. Ye me matam idam nityam anushtishthanti manavaha shraddhavanto nasuyanto muchyante te vikarmabhihi. Those persons who execute their duties according to my instructions. Me matam. Me means my. Matam means my opinion. According to my instructions, my opinion. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matam Idam. Remember, before every class we chant, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhur Matam Idam Tatradaro na para. I don't care for any opinion as much as I do for the opinion of Shri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is his opinion. This is Lord Krishna speaking. Shri Krishna is saying that you may not like this recipe for work that I just told you. What is the recipe? Mai Sarvani Karmani. You do all your work for me. And Adhyatma Chetasa, with spiritual consciousness, not with material consciousness. Nirashir, don't have any separate agenda than mine. Nirmamo, don't claim anything to be yours. And Vigata Jwara, be enthusiastic, come on, be enthusiastic, work for me. Don't claim any proprietorship, don't claim any bonus. Oh, that is so difficult. This is not a good situation. Then Krishna says, well, if you don't like my instructions, then you will be defeated. On the other hand, those persons who execute their duties according to my instructions, me matam, and who follow this teaching faithfully, shraddha vantaha means with shraddha, with faith and devotion, if you do, and anasuyantaha. Anasuyantaha means without envy. Because one may start envying Krishna. Kya Krishna yaar, I wish I was Krishna. Kitna Krishna ऐश करता है, हमसे काम कराता है. Krishna makes us work and he enjoys. What is this? So we may actually become envious of Krishna. Actually, we are all envious of Krishna. That's why we are in the material world. Hari Bol. But Krishna is saying we should work anasuyantaha, without any envy. Then what will happen? Muchyante karma bhi. We will become free from all the bondage of work. If we follow Shri Krishna's formula, we will all become free from this material bondage and we will attain Krishna. And we ask, and Krishna, what if we don't? Well, then come to verse number 32. Yet idad abhyasuyanto nanu tishtanti me matam sarvajnana vimudham stan vidhi nashtan achetasa. Shri Krishna says, well, if you follow my instructions, you will become free from the bondage of karma. Karma will never bind you. You will attain me. But if you don't, but those who, out of envy, suyanta, anasuyanta means without envy. Here the word is suyanta. Abhya suyanta means out of envy. Those who out of envy for Shri Krishna disregard Shri Krishna's teachings and do not follow them regularly are to be considered bereft of all knowledge. Sarva jnana vimudham stan. They are all in ignorance. Jnana vimudha. They are fools. They are bereft of all knowledge. They are befooled and ruined in their endeavors for perfection. Sarva jnana vimudham stan vidhi nashtan acetasaha. Acetasa. They don't have Krishna Chetana. They don't have Krishna consciousness. And therefore, nashta. Nashta means ruined. All their efforts will be ruined. You see in this world, so many people have achieved apparently so many great things, but ultimately they are ruined. All their efforts are in vain. So many empires are there. So many empires have been there. So many empires will be there. But from dust they come, and into dust they perish. Hare Krishna, without exception. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, the flaw of not being Krishna conscious is clearly stated herein. As there is punishment for disobedience to the order of the Supreme Executive Head, so there is certainly punishment for disobedience to the order of Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, if I do not stop at the stop sign when I drive, Gaurav, what will happen? You are a responsible driver. What will happen if I say, well, I have decided these stop signs are unnecessary. Every time I brake, then I have to start again from zero. It is not environmental friendly. It wastes gasoline. So I'm not going to stop. What will happen?
You get pulled over, get a ticket.
I get a ticket and I say, well, I'm not going to stop at the stop signs. They will just suspend my license. License is a privilege. Driving is a privilege. It's not a right. Similarly, we did not create this world. Somebody else has created this world. And aham sarvasya prabhava. Krishna clearly says, I have created this world. So Krishna gets to set the rules. Remember this, underline this, highlight this, tattoo this. Krishna gets to set the rules. And where can I find the rules? Here are the rules. Bhagavad Gita as it is. Krishna is singing his rules. Bhagavad Gita. So we have to follow this. If we don't follow, nashtan, we'll be finished. 33. Sadrisham cheshtate swasyaha prakriter jnanavanapi prakritim yanti bhutani nigraha kim karishyati. You see the last line, nigraha kim karishyati. Highlight it, underline it, download it, save it, tattoo it. Krishna is saying, what can repression accomplish? Nigraha kim karishyati. Shri Krishna is saying, even a man of knowledge acts according to his own nature. There is a swabhav. Everybody has their own nature. Prakriti. Prakriti has created us with certain nature. And we act according to our own nature. For everyone follows the nature he has acquired from the modes, three modes, the guna. What can repression accomplish? This rhetorical question by Shri Krishna, what can repression accomplish, is very important, my dear friends. Shri Krishna is saying that sadrisham means accordingly, we all have our nature, and according to our nature, we act in this world. According to nature, we behave in this world. According to nature, we do things. We all have a nature. We cannot artificially repress and suppress our nature, my dear friends. Don't you agree? Everybody is different here. If it is said that from today every child has to become an attorney, is that fair? Someone may love to be an attorney, but someone else may want to be a doctor. Someone else may want to be a businessman. Someone else may want to be an engineer. You see? So someone may want to become a brahmachari and a sannyasi and renounce this world. Everybody has a nature, and this nature we have acquired based on our previous karma, based on our previous association with the modes of material nature. According to our previous karma, we have attained a certain nature. Karana guna sangasya sad asad yoni janmasu. We get birth in good and bad families, good and bad nature because of our previous karma. Karmana daiva netrena. By the arrangement of our previous karma, under the guidance of Sri Krishna, we are given a certain body, certain wealth, certain health, and certain psychology, certain nature, certain mentality. Therefore, all of us are unique, my dear friends. Some of us will be compatible with each other, some of us not so much. We all have our nature, and Sri Krishna is saying, what can repression accomplish? How long can we suppress our true nature? See, there was a very great scholar, he was a multilinguist. He knew many languages. He knew Telugu, Haribol. He knew Tamil. He knew Kannada, Yuvraj. Keshav Madhav Prabhu, he knew Marathi. Nandini, he knew Gujju also, Gujarati also. He knew English, he knew Urdu, Farsi, so many languages. And he came to the court of Akbar and he gave a challenge. Anybody talk to me in any language, I will have perfect fluency, such fluency that you will not come to know what is my mother tongue. Haribol. I have told this many times, but I can never forget. It was such a heartbreak for me. I like to act in dramas. Keshav Madhav Prabhu, please give me some role. And in school there was a Hindi drama, and my drama teacher, rejected me because she said, "बच्चा जब आप हिंदी बोलते हो ना, उसमें मराठी शब्द निकलते हैं." When you try to speak Hindi, there are Marathi. And then I was in Scout. Scout is something like Scouts and Guides, something like there are Scouts in US also. I was the boy Scout. So in that we were doing a Marathi drama, and I tried to enroll in the Marathi drama, and my Marathi drama sir also rejected me because he said your Marathi is not pure. When you speak Marathi, there are Hindi words in it. So I was nowhere, no man's land. But this scholar, he was such a multilinguist. He said no one will be able to detect my mother tongue. I can suppress my nature so nicely. My birth nature, mother tongue, I can suppress it so nicely because I have acquired such a fluency in all the languages that I know that everybody will think this is my native tongue. Try karo. And Akbar called so many, some spoke to him in Sanskrit, some spoke in Urdu, some spoke in Arabic, but he was equally fluent and they could not detect. Akbar asked Birbal, Birbal, how do we find out what is his mother tongue? Birbal took a stick and hit him on the... Ah! He started screaming in his mother tongue. Birbal said, this is the mother tongue. How long can you suppress your nature, your real nature? It required one whip from Birbal and like that. Haribol. Krishna is saying, what can repression accomplish? 34. Indriyasyendriyasyarthe ragadveshau vyavasthitau tayornavasham agachetau paripanthino. Shri Krishna is saying there are principles to regulate attachment and aversion. Raga dvesh. Rag means attachment, dvesh means aversion, hatred. There are principles to regulate them pertaining to the senses and their objects. Indriya and Indriyasya arthe means the objects, Vishay. In terms of our senses and the objects of senses, which we want to gratify ourselves with, we have attachment to certain things, we have aversion to certain things. Someone may like paneer and someone may not like paneer. Correct? Before coming to ISKCON, everybody likes paneer. After joining ISKCON, except me, most people don't like paneer. When asked why, कोई भी program को जाओ, there is always paneer sabji. Haribol. So we all have our attachments and we have aversions. But Shri Krishna is saying there are principles to regulate it. One should not come under the control of such attachments and aversions because they are stumbling blocks on the path of self-realization. They are stumbling. Once I was with a devotee and we served prasad and there was excessive salt in one sabji. And, before calling a respectable Vaishnava, we don't taste it. There was too much salt. So we sat down, and this Vaishnav said that I will not eat alone. Someone has to sit. So I sat. And as soon as I tasted the sabji, I realized it is so salty. Maybe somebody put salt twice. And then immediately I told Radha Bhav, and then lemon came and dahi came to compensate, because what to do now? So then sour cream came. So many compensatory mechanisms were put into action. But this Vaishnav said that no, I will eat it just like Radha Shyam Sundar ate it. If Radha Shyam Sundar ate this, then I will eat just how they ate. I don't want to modify it. Hari bol. Such a sweet thought that Radha Shyam Sundar ate. They were offered this and they quietly ate. Then I will also not complain. I will eat it. It's their prasad. Hari bol. Very sweet. So Krishna is saying one should not come under the control of such attachments, aversions, because they are stumbling blocks on the path of self-realization. Can you all raise and reflect and tell something, some attachment aversion that could be a stumbling block? It's very personal. We are all different. Some individual idiosyncratic attachment or aversion that you can think of that we need to control. Yes, Sundarangi Radha Mataji. Hari Bol. So good to see you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna.
Prabhuji Maharaj. Prabhuji, attachment to sleep and not waking up, especially in winters.
Very good example. Some devotees do just fine with 5 hours of sleep, and some devotees need the full 8 hours. Hare Krishna. What to do? We are all having different psycho-physiological nature, and we have to accept that. And slowly, slowly, we have to work on it. Okay, that's a great example. Any other example? Personal attachment aversion that we need to overcome to come closer to Krishna. Akshaj, Haridas, Achyut Kishore Prabhu.
Probably, especially the social media like YouTube.
I think that is rag for everyone, attachment for everyone. If someone has dvesh, oh, that's a blessing. You're a blessed soul. Very nice example. Very nice example. We have to regulate that. I think that is the number one. Very good. Yes, Prem Latika Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, attachment for shopping, getting lot of clothes. all that. Personal.
माताजी आप तो सिर्फ लोई बाजार में शॉपिंग करते हो, आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. हरे कृष्णा. But good example. Arav Prabhu G, because you have a J on your name.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
I was thinking that sometimes we have some dvesha for school, like going to school sometimes.
Yeah, and for a higher purpose, we may have to overcome that and tolerate. Good. Keshamada Prabhu and Akshaj.
Attachment to something while chanting japa, Prabhuji. I require something next to me constantly. Either there should be somebody else chanting, or else there should be a lecture going on, some kirtan going on while I'm doing my japa. I really want somebody next to me while I'm chanting, we should be able to do bhajan alone. That is very, very important. That's what I feel.
Hare Krishna. You are doing bhajan alone quite well, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. More than any of us on this call. Hare Krishna. But see, that's why we have the Zoom call every morning. Akshaj, Haribo.
I was thinking material attachment to like friends in association with material association, especially at school, which could be quite not good for my bhakti.
Yes, you're right. Because there are so many different types of kids in school, and not all of them are straightforward. So you are Siddha Sadha. So yes, we have to deal with that also. Yes, Sundarangi Radha Mataji and then Ananta Vilas Prabhu. Some attachment aversion that we have to work on.
Prabhuji, this is an example of aversion because of procrastination, not doing the thing that is needed at the moment. And they can change. For example, going to a temple class and I'm just procrastinating because mind excuses. So
Very, very good example. And we have to really regulate ourselves. Or hitting the snooze button in the morning. I have started doing it a lot nowadays. So yes, that is something we have to work on. Ananta Vilas Prabhu And then Dhir Krishna Prabhu, last we'll take.
Sometimes attachment to prasadam, like sweets, and you take it late at night and then you can't wake up in the morning.
Hare Krishna. Yes, yes. Very nice example. Dhir Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Prabhu, one kind of attachment could be, or dvesh could be preferring certain services in the temple, and which may not be needed. That.
Yes, Prabhuji, that's a big one. That can be a big one. Yeah. We want to be very choosy about the services that we do because of personal preference and not willing to do the needful. Given a choice, Parshuramji would just be a nice little Brahman under his father. But when it was the need of the hour, he picked up the axe and did the needful, even though he was a Brahman. Great example. So Krishna is saying we have to regulate and control our attachments and aversions, and clearly Krishna is saying one should not come under the control of such attachments and aversions. Tayor na vasham agachet. Vasham means to come under the control. Krishna is saying don't come under the control of your mind and senses based on aversions and attachments. 35. Now this verse that Sri Krishna is saying, 35, this is considered by our acharyas as one of the most important verses in Bhagavad Gita. Shreyan swadharmo vigunaha paradharma swanushthitat swadharme nidhanam shreya paradharmo bhayavaha. Very, very important verse and very difficult to understand, very easy to misunderstand. Hare Krishna. So let's pay attention. Shri Krishna is saying, Shreyan. Shreyan means it is better. It is far better to discharge one's own prescribed duty. Swa dharma. Even though faultily. Viguna. Even though there are faults in our performance of our swadharma, our own dharma, based on varnashram, as a Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, or Shudra. But whatever is our prescribed duty, we should do it, even though there will be some mistakes. Then, para dharma. Then performing another person's duty, even though perfectly. So, for example, if someone's nature is to be a Brahman, and that person is told to work as a fundraiser or as a merchant type of mercantile person, a businessman. Now that person doesn't have a business mentality. That person is just very sattvic, very brahmanical. He just wants to worship the Lord. And you put him into fundraising and all these things, then that person may not be comfortable doing that. Or someone is very dynamic preacher, and you tell that person that you just cook in the kitchen. You see, it's completely different nature. So Krishna is saying that it is better to perform the nature that best suits our psychophysical nature rather than doing somebody else's job. Even though we may think that I can do it nicely, or others think that it can be done nicely. Swadharme nidhanam shreya. Destruction in the course, nidhanam means death. Destruction in the course of performing one's own duty is better than paradharmo bhayava. Then in engaging in another person's duty, which is a very, very bhayava, very, very dangerous, fear-provoking situation, to meddle in other person's dharma by giving up one's own dharma. So this we have to understand very clearly. For example, here Shri Krishna is telling Arjun that Arjun, you want to take sannyas. You said you don't want to fight, you want to just turn your back on the battlefield and go into the forest and live like a renounced person. But that is not your nature, Arjun. You will never be satisfied like that. You think you can become a perfect sannyasi, but no, that is another person's dharma. That is another person's dharma. Your dharma is to fight. You have been trained. It's your nature. It just comes naturally to you. Your psychophysical nature is to be a warrior. So you do that. Even though as a warrior there are faults, you have to kill your grandfather, you have to kill your guru. There is fault in this work, but it is your dharma, it is authorized by me, therefore you should do it. Don't try to become a perfect sannyasi. Instead, become a faulty kshatriya. That is what Krishna is saying. Hari Bol. So similarly, when we take up services, we should see our psycho-physical. Both are necessary. Psycho-physical nature. Mind should be compatible with the work, and so should the body. The body also should support. Psycho-physical nature has to be taken into account. So Krishna says like this, that you should do your dharma. Don't meddle in other people's dharma. Destruction while following your own dharma is better than following another person's dharma, which is very dangerous. 36. Arjun Uvacha. अथ केन प्रयुक्तोऽयं पापं चरति पुरुषः अनिच्छन् अपि वार्ष्णेय बलादिव नियोजितः. Varshneya means descendant of Vrishnis. That is the name of Shri Krishna. So Arjun is calling Shri Krishna as Varshneya, or descendant of the Vrishnis. Very, very important question. Shri Arjun is asking, Hey Shri Krishna, by what is one impelled to sinful acts, even unwillingly, as if engaged by force? How many of you have experienced this? That you don't want to do something wrong, something sinful, but you just did it. It's just second nature. It just not sure how it happened. Have you done your homework? Yes, but actually not done. You know how we just lie? Once I was traveling with a devotee, and you get those pure chewing gums, PUR. They are vegan, they don't have any chemicals, whatever. So this devotee offered somebody those gums, chewing gum. So so the person who those gums were offered was sitting behind. I was driving, and the person who had brought those pure chewing gums was sitting in the passenger seat. So he ate, and then he asked the person behind, "Would you like some?" That person took, and they were from a blister pack. So there was no paper to throw the remnants. So we drove for some 15-20 minutes, and then suddenly the back window rolled down and then rolled up. So this person sitting next to us, "Hey, did you just litter? Did you just throw that gum, spit that gum on the road, on the side of the road?" So this person was this person had come from India, bichara. Yeah, so he maybe he was used to certain things, but he felt so traumatized by that question that he said, "No, I did not." So now this devotee also took it upon himself or herself to prove that, "No, no, I caught you. So open your mouth, show where is the gum, it's gone. You spat it out." It was such an embarrassing situation. And then finally this devotee said, "Yes, I spat it. I don't know why I lied to you. When you just asked me a pointed question, did you just spit it outside the window?" He reflexly said, "No, I did not." But then the person had. And even he was surprised. How did that lie just fly out of my mouth so naturally to defend myself? Hare Krishna. Such a thing to reflect now, because this is just one example, but at least it happens to me. It just प्रभु सोए थे क्या? नहीं. But your voice is sounding as if you just woke up. Arjun wants to know, what is it in human nature that just pushes us to do wrong things? We are not supposed to watch certain things on the social media, not supposed to browse the internet, not supposed to watch non-devotional things on YouTube or etc. Yet we find ourselves doing it. Arjun wants to know, what is it in human nature that impels us to sin? You think it's a good question? How many think it's a good question? Asking the highest authority, Shri Krishna. He knows. 37. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Another classic verse, underline it. highlight it, save it, tag it, tattoo it. Kama esha krodha esha rajo guna samudbhavah mahashano mahapapma vidyenam iha vairinam. Hare Krishna. Can I give all of you one homework? How many of you are okay with? Narayan, you're okay? I know you're getting a lot of homework already in high school. And I don't know if this is in Hindi or English. I forgot. I watched it more than a year ago. But go to YouTube and find a drama called Mahashano. You see this verse says Mahashano Mahapapma. Type Mahashano. I will enable the chat, dear devotees. Someone can maybe find it on YouTube and share the link. Maybe our Keshav Madhav Prabhu can do it. He's good with dramas. It's RG Media Prabhu. Yugatar Prabhu did that. So it is called Mahashano. So Ashan means to eat. Mahashano means all devouring. One who devours, consumes everything. All devouring. Is a drama called Mahashano. It is a drama worth watching, my dear friends. I had watched it, I think, 2 years ago or so. It talks about how this social media traps. Thank you, Achut Kishore Prabhu. You got it? Okay, wonderful. So please watch this video on YouTube. It's an excellent drama, completely Krishna conscious, and it teaches us how social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all these things, WhatsApp also, it is all devouring. Mahashano. It just consumes us, consumes our time, consumes our consciousness. It is all devouring, and with time, it is only going to get worse. Now, kids are getting phones at a younger and younger and younger age. Kids have started messaging at a younger and younger and younger age. And it is very dangerous. And we may have good intention in using these devices, these apps, but can I tell you one proverb? Please note it down. It's very, very good. And I have found this proverb extremely relevant and pertinent in our Krishna conscious life. Ready? The path to hell is paved with good intentions. Analyze that. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Can someone reflect and explain, give a purport to this? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Hare Krishna. Gopesh, any thoughts? No, no thoughts. Okay, Asha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
It always starts off with everything good. Like I will open my WhatsApp to maybe, send some Krishna conscious messages or say exchanges like, programs or something. And then slowly I get to something else, from there, one reel to another reel to another. And it is never ending.
Always. You said it perfectly, Mataji. Always. It always starts like that, very innocently. Why did Ajamil go to the forest? Who knows? Raise your hand. Someone who has not answered. Why did Ajamil go to the forest that day? Yes, Shravan. Oh, where did Shravan go? Okay. Gopesh?
He wanted to carry out his father's instructions.
Yes, he went to the forest to bring flowers, kusha grass, and tulsi leaves for Shaligram Seva that his father wanted to do. Can it get nobler than that? Can the intention be nobler than that? Such a noble intention. Father wants to do Shaligram Seva. He's a Brahman. you are a Brahman Putra, you just go to get some flowers and tulsi leaves and pusha grass. And there he had bad association and became a drunkard, a gambler. The road to hell, my dear friends, is paved with good intentions. We may give a phone, iPhone, smartphone to our child, thinking that they will use it to stay in touch. It will increase safety. I can track where they are. Good intentions. But the road to hell is paved with good intentions. There is many a slip between the spoon and the lip. Hare Krishna. So Lord Krishna is saying, Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava mahashano mahapapma vedyanam iha vairinam. So watch that drama, Mahashano. It's about the all-devouring nature of social media, and you can share some reflections next time. In this verse, Lord Krishna is saying, let us read what Sri Krishna is saying. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna said, it is lust, kam. Lust means any material desire. It is material desire. It is lust only, Arjun, which is born of contact with the material mode of passion, Rajogun. Rajoguna samudbhava. It is born samudbhava from Rajogun. Rajogun gives rise to material desires. So it is material desire, O Arjun, that is the material desire born of mode of passion that gives rise to krodh. Kama esha, krodha esha. Krodh or anger comes from unfulfilled material desire. Anger. And it is this desire, material desire, kam, lust, and anger, krodh, wrath, that is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world. Hare Krishna. All-devouring, Mahashano and Mahapapma. It is the sinful, Mahapap. It is a very sinful thing to be lusty and angry. And it is all born from mode of passion. And mode of passion increases by reading things that are passionate, by eating things that are in the mode of passion, that is not sattvic, and by associating with people who are in the mode of passion. From passion, we develop material desires. Now, give an example. Someone is very passionate about basketball. You talk to them and, oh yeah, basketball, NBA, this, blah, 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 blah. You start hearing, oh, okay, okay, what nice basketball player, this. And then you start developing a desire. Let me watch some highlights. Let me watch some clips of Bryant Kobe, how he does. Or who is that three-pointer, famous for doing three-pointers? Somebody's famous for 3-point. So let me watch some clips. Now that desire came because of associating with someone who is passionate about basketball. And then you are watching those clips. It is time for studies. What are you doing? Mommy, I'm coming. Don't disturb. We get angry. That anger came. Wait, I'm almost done. That anger came because of interruption in fulfilling the calm, the desire, material desire to watch a basketball game. You see? And how did that desire come to watch basketball game? By associating with someone who is passionate, who's in the mode of passion. I just gave one example of basketball. So, like that. So there is material desire born of bad association with the mode of passion. That desire gets transformed into anger. And it is this lust and anger, material desire and anger, material desire and anger, material desire and anger, material desire and anger. That is all devouring, sinful enemy. Mahashano, Mahapapa. So we go to school, we see our friends being on Snapchat, being on Instagram. FOMO! I don't want to be left out. I don't want to miss out. I also want. And we get on it and then we start wasting time. And then when someone calls us, there is interruption in that, we get angry. Our phone gets taken, krodh, anger. You see, it all started with bad association. Krishna, what Krishna said 5,000 years ago, my dear friends, it is true for, what is it, Gen Z? What is the latest generation? Whatever the latest generation is, the latest and the greatest generation, it is true for them also. 5,000 years ago, Krishna spoke this. Perfectly accurate even today. So now let us watch this Mahashano uh, video. Now Radha Baba has come. She will become the all-consuming. So we have to end. So it's 2 minutes late. 2 minutes too late. Two fingers too short. Like that. So please watch that nice drama and share some reflections next time. But let's meditate on what we discussed today, my dear friends. Bad association leads to bad desires. Bad desires lead to anger. Kama esha, krodha esha, rajogunat samudbhav. From rajogun is born material desire, kam. And from kam gets transformed into anger. Hare Krishna. Yes, Arav. And then Gopesh, and then we'll stop.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
If one example of the passion is these sports, right? But then what if we're playing the sports to just get some good for college and then the good college to get a good job just to be able to do this for like Krishna consciousness instead? Does that become...
Not at all. It's good to play. Arjun was into archery, Bhim was into wrestling. So sports are good. Sports become bad when you sit like a couch potato and start watching them. Don't watch. You go and play. Go out there and play. Don't sit at home and watch. Okay, so you can go and play. That's okay. It's your age to play. It's good for physical fitness, and there are so many life lessons we can learn from sports. Sports teach us how not to be overjoyed by success. Sports teach us how not to get depressed when we lose. Sports teach us how to give credit to the teammates. Sports teach us how to bring glory to someone bigger than us, like a school. You see, so many things we can learn from sports. So it's your age to play. You can play, but don't overdo it and don't get into watching those sports on TV because that's just waste of time. Someone else is playing, someone else is making money by playing, by commercials, and we're just sitting and watching. We're gaining nothing out of it. So you can go out there and play, no problem. But again, everything has to be regulated. So you play, you study also, you chant also, balance everything. Like food, there is roti, there is dal, there is sabji, there is salad, there is some sweet, there is rice also. We cannot say from today I will only eat rice. Or we cannot say I will only drink dal. No, we balance it. Everything is there. Okay? So like that we have to balance. Gopesh.
Prabhuji, I have a small practical problem which I can relate to this verse. While going to school, there is a 30-minute journey in between, and the radio is constantly going on, in which there are songs going on, and it is full speaker, so I can't
Radio in the bus.
Yes,
Really?
yes,
Where are you? Which city do you live in?
Virginia.
They have
Field.
a radio in the school bus.
Yes, and it is constantly going on in full speaker.
Who is the governor of Virginia? Sorry, just kidding. Okay, so you said the radio goes on. Okay.
And it is, I think it is in mode of passion, and I can't avoid it. It is like constantly going on.
Yeah, that's really crazy. But you know, you can have those earplugs and you can chant,
Okay.
or you can read something or do something. Your friends may think you're sadhu, but so be it. Who cares? But you can use those earplugs so they will muffle and dampen all that sound. Because early in the morning, half an hour getting exposed to all that, it's crazy. And you can do something constructive, or if your parents are okay, you can get those noise reducing AirPods that have noise cancellation, and you can hear some lecture while going. It will be such a boost if you can hear some Hari Katha while going to school. You'll be enlivened the whole time. Hari bol.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Do something like that. Use a thorn to draw a thorn. If a thorn goes inside, you have to use another sharp object to remove it. If these people are using technology to pollute you, and expose you to mode of passion, you use technology to cancel it. Haribol. Okay, last question, Sundarangi Radha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, thank you for taking this. I know you have to go. If it is like too much, then we can take it on Wednesday also.
No, you can.
But my question is on verse 3.35. That is the most troublesome verse for me too, Prabhu. My first question on that is, how do I even know what my nature is? Because you're conditioned in such a way from the childhood that you have to become an engineer, you have to become a doctor. Personally, for me, it's like you have to become an engineer. This is your career path. Like, I don't know what my true nature is. Like, I don't know what am I aligned to. And second, when it is coming to the service, where do we draw the line between, regardless of what your nature is, what you feel inclined to? In this case, I don't know my nature, but what you feel inclined to, and what is being asked of you to perform.
Yeah. So we can get an inkling about our swabhav, our own innate nature that Krishna has given us by introspection. There are some tests also, questionnaires that we can fill in and get some idea, and also by asking those who we work with, our colleagues as well as our superiors, and we can get some inkling about what we like. And then there are some talents, like you are so good at making garlands, that such it comes naturally to you, nobody told you, you just developed yourself into that, and you have that art, you have that talent, you have that knack. So that's your forte, to make beautiful garlands for Krishna and for Srila Prabhupada and our Gurujan. So like that, your it's called 360-degree evaluation. You introspect, you reflect, and you ask your colleagues, you ask some people who are working under you, and you ask your superiors, 360 degree, and you get a feedback, and you'll come to know what your core strengths are, things, fields where you shine and fields where you struggle, and then you can make a call like that. I hope this helps, Mataji. And then sometimes there is an emergency situation and we are pulled into certain services, and we should try to accommodate that, because that's apad dharma, that is a emergency dharma. So we should try to do that also whenever possible, depending on the urgency of the situation. But certainly we have to learn the art of balance and the art of triage. In our hospitals, in the ER, we follow a process called triage. Triage is also important for book distribution. So triage means, in the ER, many of you must be aware, there's a process called triage. For example, if I go with severe chest pain and I have history of previous heart attack, and I tell the triage nurse, I have got history of previous heart attack, I've got a stent, I ran out of my aspirin a month ago, and I'm having severe chest pain, it feels like my previous heart attack. Or someone goes there saying that, I'm having just some cough, some strep throat. So there is one patient who potentially has a severe massive heart attack, and there is someone who has a strep throat. We have to prioritize. The person who has chest pain will be rushed in, because time is heart muscle. The more time you lose, the more heart muscle you lose. Or a stroke patient for that matter. Minutes count. So they will be given high priority. The person with strep throat will be told to sit. Yes, I know you are not able to eat. Yes, I know you are having fever. You are having a lot of throat pain. Sit, relax. Someone will come, swab, wait another half an hour. Let the strep throat result come back. Like that. It's called triage. And if someone comes with a road accident, trauma victim, and is already dead, brought dead upon arrival, then that person, there's no point in putting energy, because this person is already dead. So this is called triage. So some people are spiritually dead. They will just come and waste your time in book distribution. So we don't give time to them. There are some people who are extremely ripe, extremely ready. In 2 minutes, they will exchange their information with you, take a book, give a donation, connect with you, join your WhatsApp group. Give them first priority. And there are some people who need little warm up. So the second priority, like that. So we have to triage, see. So similarly, in our services, Sundarangi Radha Mataji, we have to triage. If there's an emergency situation, for example, some Gurujan comes and I'm telling a true story. They come and their shoes are stolen. Their Crocs are so stolen from the shoe stand of your temple, and they come after the temple priest says, "Go quickly, go get this size Crocs." And you cannot say no, but I am a Brahmin. My service is on the altar. I will not go. Come on, just go. Sometimes it's an emergency situation. There is no cumio. You just do it like that. So we have to triage. Sometimes it's the need of the hour. We just jump in and do whatever it takes. And sometimes we have a choice and we can choose and see which service suits us optimally like that. I hope this helps, Mataji. I just shared some thoughts. Where is Mataji? Sundarangi Radha Mataji. Mataji, if you raise your hand, you'll become visible. I think Mataji left, I think. Yeah, no, she's there. Mataji is there. So is that okay, Mataji? Helpful?
Yes, Prabhuji. I was not able to unmute to say yes. Yeah. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Hare
dear
Krishna.
devotees. Kids, go to sleep. And so tomorrow is work day. And thank you very much for your association. We'll see you day after tomorrow. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jai Jai Shri Radhe